You're the one that made a documentary, you dumbass, saying that some guy went on a secret mission with a guy from ZZ Top. It was your
I didn't
responsibility to
say
check
that.
into it, you
I know.
dumbass.
I didn't say that. That was Dr. Greer. It came out of his mouth.
You didn't fact check him. You made the documentary,
So we're supposed to
and then
fact
Rich
check
from Gufon
every-
backed you up. Well, Stephen Greer wouldn't have done the documentary if they fact checked everything he said. So I guess you just make videos with liars because you don't want to fact check anybody.
I thought Solar
He
was
said he
just
went on a
saying that he's
secret
name
mission
dropper.
with Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top, you asshole. And you put it in a documentary and you didn't check with Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top.
What did Billy
I
say?
got to do that for you.
What
You
video
stole a
did he
video from somebody without permission, and it was a light on a tree. But you
light
hyped
on
it
a
up like
tree.
it was aliens. That's what you do. It's one of garbage.
Can I ask Stephen?
They do a better job than Carvel.
What language should we say? And what can you give me a
I just don't respect what you do because you shovel so much garbage, fake shit
No, we
into
don't.
conversation.
We don't. Go,
5
go-
years you put out videos claiming people were sending them to you.
This was
People
like-
have proven they were all
this is
taken
like-
from the same camera.
Brent
All
and Blake,
over Hawaii.
Brent
What a
and Blake,
coincidence. Come
you
on,
guys
man.
don't remember when you had the alien hanging under the bumper of the car, for God's
Of
sake?
course we did. We removed
Yeah,
that stuff.
yeah.
The only
What-
reason Gufon has told me you guys have changed, and I've watched you guys. You have changed, but I still think you go back to the bullshit if you have to.
We're looking at this a lot more specifically in what kind of content we put out. And we've been conscious of this for a
You
long
keep saying
time.
that, but then you put out a documentary with Stephen Greer saying that an entire engineering firm got murdered over a free energy device in a certain state. Anybody can look at public records and see that it wasn't a mass murder of an entire company in that state. And you didn't do that. You just put that out. That's
It
what I'm
wasn't a
saying about
massive
shoveling
office
garbage.
shooting. It wasn't like an office shooting like you're claiming.
He said that all but one person in the entire company got murdered.
And you're
So
acting like it's an office shooting, like somebody came in and murdered them all at the same time.
Oh,
That's what you're
so now
insinuating.
we get the back. You backpedal, and now we have an explanation.
Well, I don't know.
The explanation
I don't know.
should have been in the documentary. You should have asked Stephen Greer what was the name of the company, looked it up, and found out if anybody from that company got murdered. You did.
Yeah,
You just
you
let
guys-
him shovel garbage, fake information into the community. Because you filled your pockets with that Greer money. Good for you. If that's the goal that you have, congratulations. You make money very well shoveling garbage into the UFO community. And listen, I know we've talked on the phone, and I felt differently after we talked on the phone because I fell for the "we're trying to change." That was before
Yeah, I
the
think
Greer
we should-
documentary.
we're still
Then I
on-
saw that garbage documentary and thought, no, you didn't change, because if you changed, you wouldn't have put this garbage into the community. It was garbage. And I'll tell you this: it was extremely well filmed, great music, incredible editing, very artistic,
Enthusiastic.
but the information in it was garbage. All the information in it was
Which film is
Greer,
this, Steven?
telling this latest Greer documentary with them. I
Oh,
paid
Top
15.
Secret?
You owe me $13 too. I paid $13 for that garbage. If I
Yeah.
ever see you, I'm going to shake you. I'm going to turn you both upside down and shake you until I get my $13
Come on,
back
Steven.
for that garbage film.
Greetings and salutations. This is a film about Third Phase of Moon, a YouTube channel that has made hundreds of thousands of dollars, or perhaps even millions of dollars, selling fake UFO and alien bullshit. In May of 2022, I appeared on a show on Alien Scientist YouTube channel. On that show, Third Phase of Moon were there, and they showed one of their latest videos. Instantly, both myself and a great researcher, Solar Marshall, looked at it, and we both said it was most likely space debris. Blake Cousins, one half of the Third Phase of Moon team, argued it couldn't be space debris. He was adamant that we were both wrong. Next, I got in an argument with Third Phase of Moon about absolutely fake garbage information that they were peddling in a so-called documentary they produced with their colleague, Dr. Stephen Greer, another grifter who sells fake alien and UFO bullshit. The next thing I know, one of their employees, Rich Giordano, who works with and for them, put me on blast on his show. He started telling people I was a liar, I was a hoaxer. He said that I was wrong. He said that I have no evidence. He said that Third Phase of Moon's physicists on their team said that that video was not space debris. He said I was wrong, that Solar Marshall was wrong, and that it wasn't space debris. So what was it? Spoiler alert, we'll see more in the coming film, but it was space debris. And later, I would come to find out that while Third Phase of Moon was on Alien Scientist's show with me, they most likely knew that the video that they were showing was a video of space debris. But they argued that it wasn't space debris anyway. Now we have overwhelming evidence that they took that video from a YouTube video uploaded 2 years prior. No one sent them that video. They would get busted for that by an excellent investigator featured in this film, Heathcliff from Astral Citizens. It was just another hoax in a long line of fake UFOs, deceptions, misrepresentations, and yes, purposely perpetrated hoaxes. They make money through deception, manipulation, lies, and playing dumb. You see, we're all supposed to believe that some people who have been investigating UFOs for 15 or 20 years, who have an entire team of professional UFO investigators, don't know what space debris looks like entering the atmosphere, or don't know what Chinese lanterns look like, or don't know what a rocket launch exhaust looks like. They play dumb in order to make money from completely ordinary things that have nothing to do with aliens or UFOs. These excuses are a joke, and isn't it very convenient? They have a whole team of professional UFO investigators, and none of them can do a 5-minute Google search or any vetting or fact-checking whatsoever before posting completely earthly and ordinary objects and claiming it's something alien or mysterious in their bullshit clickbait titles. They also seem to think that just putting a question mark at the end of a bullshit clickbait title somehow absolves them of any responsibility for spreading 100% completely fake information. What happened next surprised me. Remember their employee I mentioned, Rich Giordano? He did something shocking. It was designed to be shocking. He even later said that he did it just to trigger me. On a public live stream, Rich Giordano suggested that I may have pedophile friends and that may make me a pedophile. I was shocked that he would do something so despicable, so dangerous and damaging with absolutely no evidence of that. And of course, it's not true. He just makes things up about people that are critical of Third Phase of Moon. He did that just because I was critical of his boss's Third Phase of Moon for their fakery, fraudery, and bullshittery. It gets worse though, because shortly after that happened, I found out that Rich did that to someone else who was critical of Third Phase of Moon. Paul from the Out There channel. And Paul did nothing wrong. He told people the truth about Third Phase of Moon. He revealed the deception and lies behind some of their big hoaxes. So what did Rich do when Paul started showing people the truth? When Paul started debunking and proving Third Phase were lying to everyone, hoaxing and faking things? Rich called Paul from the Out There channel a pedophile. So that's twice now, and we have the evidence for it, that a Third Phase of Moon employee publicly called someone critical of them a pedophile with absolutely no evidence to back up those dangerous and despicable claims. That is the lengths that these guys are willing to go to when anyone stands up and tells people the truth about what it is that they really do. Third Phase of Moon started out totally faking UFO videos that they themselves created, filmed, and faked and lied about for money. They also made a bunch of laughable CGI alien and creature sighting videos, all of them fake, and in one case, they even used one of their 4-year-old sons to make a fake alien sighting video. Then they used that video with their 4-year-old son to make money, deceiving people, claiming it was a real alien sighting. That should be a Father of the Year award right there. The fake narrative that they have made mistakes years ago but cleaned up their act and are doing things the right way now is completely and provably false. It's just another in a long list of deceptions, lies, and fake stories that they put out to the public so that they can continue their con. See, the truth is they started out as garbage peddling bullshit hucksters. But the real truth is they haven't changed one bit. They are still garbage peddling bullshit hucksters. All they did is change their methods of deception. And Rich, who constantly attacks anyone critical of them, who constantly defends their fakery, fraudery, and bullshittery, is also profiting from their fraud. For some people watching this film, the evidence and the truth that Third Phase of Moon tries so hard to hide may be shocking, but I remind you, the truth always comes out. The truth always wins. Unfortunately, liars get their turn first.
No one knows more about UFOs than Third Phase of Moon. According to their About Us information, they have handled thousands of cases from 2008 to today. They share their information with the world through videos on their YouTube channel with nearly 1 million subscribers. They are surrounded by a team of professional UFO investigators to make sure you get the real deal. Let's begin.
This is Astral Citizens, brought to you by Heathcliff Spencer Peters.
The last time you saw a UFO, you might have believed it. But how easy is it to fake UFO videos? How do you know if they are real or fake? What if they're changing the footage or the narrative? But why would someone fake UFO videos? There are people who are dedicated to fake UFO videos. Let me show you what I mean. Military helicopter, hot pursuit of crashing UFO. The second video appeared on Third Phase of Moon and they acted, this is something mysterious. But it only took me 5 minutes to figure out what it is. I discovered this video the day this video was published, April 14th, 2022. And the day I debunked this video. The fire brigade is conducting a fire drill with a firefighting helicopter in Duivels Eiland in Dordrecht, the Netherlands. 4 years ago, the logistic for web shops company Manta Packing was on fire and Dordrecht has been practicing preventive since then. The fact that this took me 5 minutes and Third Phase of Moon just spit this out shows this isn't about their love for ufology, but money. Nothing wrong about making money, but you know what I mean. The thing is, if you want to publish real UFO videos, you simply don't have a show. Please note, Third Phase of Moon has been informed about this, but never ever informed their subscribers. The UFOs are not hiding anymore. What is a hoax? Is that when you make a fake video to entice people for money or whatever, ad revenue? No. The meaning of a hoax is to trick into believing or accepting something false as real. That's the definition of hoax. The third video is also a video from Third Phase of Moon and begins with the opening, quote, future, and how Third Phase of Moon rolls out the evidence as it comes in due to the fact of its liquid nature of how much
there is out there and how we receive it on a daily basis. So guys, I'm just wanting to get your opinions as we roll this tonight with the evidence.
Okay, so I'm going to show you some facts from which I can conclude that this video is a hoax. Number 1, the claim. The video was shot with a drone. 2, the audio of the wind can be heard. 3, you can't hear the noise of the drone motors or propellers at all. Which suggests that this was not shot with a drone because drones have loud motors and propellers that are easily audible in videos taken by drones. 4. The blue arrows show the sun direction of the scenario. 5. We can see 2 cars moving. The green arrow shows the sun direction, and that does not match the scenario. 6. The shadow of the flying object does not match the scenario, but matches the green arrows, meaning the cars and the UFO are not real. 7. According to Mr. MBB333, this video material is from Ali Khan, published on his channel on May 24th, 2022. 8. But this video ended first on the channel Alien Planet on January 3rd, 2020. No basic information has been made available, such as when it was recorded, where it was recorded, why was he shooting with a drone, and 2 years later there is no video material available on Ali Khan's channel, for example, with the drone recording, indicating that only this piece of video exists and the rest does not exist. Time for the animation showcase. I'm going to show you what a shadow should look like. Animation 1. In the simple animation you can see what a shadow should look like. The fake UFO naturally has a height that makes the shadow look further away to the right, which is correct. Animation 2. Animation 2 is the situation of the drone footage. In this animation you can see the shadow of the UFO looks different, and that's not possible. So there you have it, my conclusion on the video. This was not a drone footage, but rather a screenshot of a satellite image with a lot of manipulation. In addition to the shadows, you can see the parked dark car on the far right, and it looks flatter. It belongs to the satellite photo. Compare that with the car next to it, totally different. The UFO and the moving cars are CGI. The copyright disclaimer, that's just to scare people away. My work clearly falls under fair use. Let's face it, the people who follow Third Phase of Moon, or their team consisting of professional UFO investigators, just don't care about UFO. Let's be real. Including Third Phase of Moon and their highly professional investigative UFO team. At the beginning of the video I quoted Third Phase of Moon's words. For a reason. There is not a shred of responsibility in this channel. It's a deceptive channel. How do we know? Well, we have a word for that. It's called hoaxing. The meaning of a hoax is to trick into believing or accepting something false as real. Nothing more, nothing less. And this is not a new finding. Ask every debunker or fact checker or a news outlet. Year after year, their claims has been debunked that even the word hoax has become their second last name. Then the professional UFO investigators. They are like housewives. The type of people who watch gossip programs, because one thing they are good at is gossiping about other people because they have no life. They seek drama because they are bored to death, and I can believe that. Some still live with the mummy and stalk female YouTubers because of the level of envy and jealousy. I'm going to tell you the difference between those UFO investigators affiliated with the hoaxes Third Phase of Moon and me. I know how to research, and the quality of my videos is movie production. And here it goes. I'm a lone wolf. I do this all by myself. They just making stuff up. They have no credibility at all. They are no investigators at all. They are just people that allow them to be affiliated with them, with hoaxes, and give a blind eye too easily to explainable videos. I have a name for them. Hoax supporters. That's not an investigator. An investigator finds facts and evidence and then puts it out there for others to see. It makes informed decisions on what they believe or don't believe based on this evidence presented by an actual investigator. Not clowns. I'm an OG on YouTube. I originally started in 2007, I have seen people come and go, come and go. I'm going to tell you how third phase of moon works. They visit small UFO YouTube channels during the live stream. And they got really horny, and then they see this as an opportunity to get big on YouTube. And they see dollars, one by one, all of them. Most of them promise to change third phase of moon as a sort for alibi to collaborate with them. But that never ever happened throughout the years. Third phase of moon tried this on me too, a long time ago, and this happened.
Business about UFOs. This whole business about UFOs. This whole business about UFOs. Business. You know, it's basically journalism on this UFO phenomenon without claiming we know exactly what it is.
So, for example, that the video of that Michael Jackson move, the Superman video.
Oh yeah, okay.
Is
that a fake video or is that a real video?
Okay, you let
is
me
it a fake video or is it real?
Yeah, let me finish on my own channel. You spent almost 10 minutes on the Superman move. Well, we all know, even children know at this age, that this is the Michael Jackson move. My opinion, I'm honest, I don't like you guys what you're doing.
Ask the question in that particular video that you're talking about, the man with the superhuman powers, that if this could be some kind of trick the guy's pulling off. We said it loud and clear. We didn't say, oh my God, we believe that this guy has superhuman powers. We're just looking at the video and going, this is interesting. Could it be? We never said this is. We asked the questions every time. We say, could this be CGI? Could this be a flare or a shooting star?
Come on.
We ask questions all the time.
That question. You don't have to ask that question. Oh, what is it? Superman? You are okay. Blake. Yeah, you know what, Blake?
Stick your cock up her ass, you motherfucking worthless cocksucker.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
How's it coming in, Brent? It's coming in really nice. Come in here. Let's see if you guys can see it. I want you to get back here, see if you can see it coming in. Is it coming in, guys? Yeah, thanks. Thumbs up on how we're looking at this live event. Go over there. What's it look like in the background here?
It looks like something crazy, dude. I'm not gonna say what it is or what it's not.
Yeah. It's huge, whatever it is. And then there's a plane. It's coming in right here. We're gonna follow it. And it's gonna come down a little past this. Blake, what do you see? I don't know what I'm looking at right now. It's over Los Angeles. I don't know what my audio's coming in like, so I'm gonna speak up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do see something.
It could be drones. It could be drones. Could be drones. That's what people are saying.
They've been sitting there for a minute though, so they're definitely.
And they were here
drones.
Earlier. Absolutely.
The plane's right above it right now.
It is. We can see a plane. We don't know what this is. We don't know what that is, guys. It's kind of nuts. That's about all I could pull in
right now. If they could pull this up,
yeah,
and tell them that.
I'm gonna get a better angle here. I'm gonna get a better angle. We're gonna go over the city. We're gonna see what happens. Oh shit! It just disappeared, Blake. It's gone. It just disappeared. That's crazy.
Good evening, folks. Alien Addict here. How we're diddling. Third phase of moon, you naughty boys. So Wednesday, I get a message from Gordon Halton, which is one of my subscribers, a great friend of mine, and he says third phase of moon, caught in the act basically, on a live stream. So I watched the video, and sure enough, he's right. There is something in front of the camera. I don't think it's CGI, and some have said it's CGI. I think UFO of Interest has said it's CGI. I mean, it could be, but there's reasons why I don't think it's CGI, and I do think it's a practical effect. So we'll go through that now. So third phase of moon, they've kind of been changing their ways recently. So they sent me an email the other day and asked me if I'll do a review of their new documentary, which I have watched, and yeah, it's not a bad documentary at all, I'll be honest. However, I'm not going to talk about that, which this video was going to be a video about their new documentary, because they asked me to, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to give the guys a run for the money. But then they go and do this, and they go and fuck it all up. Pardon my French. But it's just bad. This is just a bad hoax. You can see when you let's just analyze it. So if we look at when Brent's filming this Lights in the Sky, you can actually see, you see this here, I'm going to put it in slow motion. This is some sort of reflection from something that's behind them. I mean, it could be a phone screen, I don't know, but it's something, a light that's just gone across. It's not another UFO. So then if you go further on in the video and you get to the mate's phone that he's showing what he filmed, which, by the way, I think a lot of people are saying, so why would he get somebody else in on it? This is probably another YouTuber that they know. Just saying. You know, they've said, but the reason why they've took it down is this guy didn't want his house to be filmed on. Would you not decide that beforehand? Plaster for every sore them guys have got. You know, all excuses. So, yeah, back to this. The guy's filming on his phone, so he shows the footage that he's filmed. And if you look, let's play this. If you look here, you can see the reflection his phone is catching at the same angle as behind, and there is some lights going across that are the same sort of lights. That's the lights I think that these guys are seeing in the sky. And I reckon what they've probably used, they've probably been sat at a glass table or something like that. I don't know, I just made that up, but it's probably something like that. Big piece of glass that they just thought, fuck it, let's pick it up, let's put it in front of us, and let's just go hell for leather. We've had a drink, why not? So I think this is the culprit. These lights on this house, I think that's what's picked up on the mobile phone when he was showing the footage back, and I think that's what that big piece of glass that somebody's holding is picking up. Now, I hope they were careful moving that piece of glass. I mean, I'll give you something, boys. Massive testicles for doing this, because anything could have gone wrong. Well, it did. We saw other reflections of things going on in the background. Notice how still Blake is. Brent does the filming, doesn't it? Notice how still he is filming that object, them lights. And notice as soon as he moves, it's gone.
I'm gonna get a better angle here. I'm gonna get a better angle. We're gonna go over the city. We're gonna see what happens. Oh shit! It just disappeared.
Why? Because you can't mimic the same reflection if you move. You just cannot do it. It's impossible. I'm just disappointed, really, more than anything. But because you know, I actually thought. I thought, yeah, it's kind of changing a little bit. And then you go and do this. So another thing that gets me here, if you look at the guy's phone when he finishes showing Blake the footage back, there's 9 takes of him filming this light through glass. Not UFO, light through glass. There's 9 takes of it. 9. You gotta ask yourself, why is a 9 there? Surely he wasn't filming the UFO in the sky and then thought, alright, I'll film this, now stop now, I'm gonna film it again, now stop now, I'll film it again, now stop now. 9 times, guys, 9. Anyway, my lovelies, I'm not gonna carry on with this. It is what it is. They did a video. It was a fake video. Live. It was quite daring and ballsy. But in the end, you fucked up. And I've just got to expose it. I wouldn't be who I am if I didn't, boys. You know, your documentary's not bad either. It's just a shame that this is not a different video. Anyway, good night, God bless, and mind the bugs don't bite. I'm Alien Addict.
Rich Giordano, third phase team member. One of their professional UFO investigators. Assures everyone. Third phase of Moon never hoaxed anything. And they've never been caught hoaxing a video. They have been caught many, many times.
Now, third phase, from what I know, they never hoaxed anything. They accepted things, but they didn't purposely go out and hoax anything. Believe it or not, that's up to you. You know, I said in my show yesterday that third phase has never been caught hoaxing a video.
Most believe that Ollie from Alien Addict was correct in his analysis. The Out There channel noticed something in one of their recent uploads. Watch as he reveals the truth about this hoax.
We're broadcasting from the coast of California. We're having our eyes on the skies right now. Brent, you want to get over here and show the location?
Exciting.
Hopefully we could see the phenomenon ourselves, but right now we're on the coast. Brent's going to tilt the camera as we do this, and there's the coast out there.
Did you see that? You remember that when I told you what they were hoaxing? Look what they got around the balcony there. Glass panels. Have a look.
Phenomenon ourselves, but right now we're on the coast.
I don't know if it's the same location they were at before.
Brent's going to tilt the camera as we do this.
Look at this. Glass panels. Where you get house reflection lights. It is the same house, isn't it?
And
look, you can see the glass panels.
There's...
Look, glass panels.
There's the coast out there.
You can see, oh look, it goes right up too, doesn't it? You can see it's in, that's how they faked their thing, UFOs over LA and then deleted it.
There.
So I knew eventually they would give us enough daylight footage, eventually they hang themselves later. So that just adds to my proof that's what they had. They had this tinted glass. That's why it was really hard to pick up in nighttime.
Hopefully we could capture the phenomenon. That's what we're trying to do, but that's right. Let's bring in
Dark Hour. It's good. Watch that. You can actually see the edge of the glass. Like I looked up in the video. Looks like the same same location. They're up in the hill, are they?
Michael.
It's got the same trees. If you remember right, if you go back to my video, here's the lighthouses, lights in the house. I think. And these are the various snaps we managed to skip. Right, so you can see here they're getting a reflection of the house lights even now off a iPad, and they're filming the lights here off the glass. You can see, which I'll do some analysis, and you can see even the same trees next to the balcony. Looks exactly what we're looking at now, doesn't it? Like the flares, but it's not flares, this one. This one's the house lights. Here you go, you got the trees, and you can see more reflections of the house lights going around this time. But you can see those type of trees next to the balcony. I think it's the same location they're at now. There you go. Me amplifying it. There's that tree. And you can start to see like an edge of a glass panel coming up. Oh, I thought it was there. It was actually there. Hang on, let me just have a look. Oh yeah, there. That's fairly obvious. Just go through that one again.
It is what it is now. The last 5 years, I've been a part of it for just about 3. If there were any hoaxes by them, I wouldn't be able to associate with them, at least business-wise. The last 4.5, 5 years, clean. Or else I wouldn't be on the team. There's no way I would be on the team.
They haven't hoaxed in the last 5 years. Bullshit. This was 2018, I think it was. There you go, look, there's the edge of the glass that we just saw in the video here. Let's go back a wee bit.
Right, you want to get over here and show the location.
Yeah, show us how
Hopefully,
you faked the LA one.
The phenomenon ourselves, but right now we're on the coast. Brent's going to tilt the camera as we do this.
There you go, there's the post. There's those trees.
And
And here's the glass panels.
There's the coast.
And you can see it goes all up the edge there. Right, that's what we're filming. Goes up quite high. And here it's got low one, I think. It's got a high one here and a lower one here.
Coast out there.
Straight to the coast. So that's what we're getting in here. And I bet that's the lower one over this direction. Got it. Reflections, yes. And this is the top of the glass. And now these guys, and now we got the actual daytime footage. Great.
There is more overwhelming evidence that third phase of Moon faked this so-called UFO. First, it was filmed over a major coastal city and appears to be huge in the sky. There are 0 eyewitness reports of this event other than third phase. There are no media reports, police reports, or anything else. Third phase thinks everyone is stupid. We are all supposed to believe a huge lighted-up UFO appeared over a major city and not one single person saw it, filmed it, took a picture or reported it. Only third phase of Moon filmed it or saw it, no one else. This is because it was not a real object in the sky. If this was a real object in the sky, there would have been hundreds, perhaps thousands of eyewitnesses who also saw it. There would be police reports, newspaper articles and television reports. It was an illusion commonly called a Pepper's ghost illusion. It was created using a reflecting light source and a sheet of glass, just like a classic magician's Pepper's ghost illusion. Evidence on this one is not just clear, but absolutely overwhelming. November 2018, third phase created, faked, and filmed this 100% fake UFO hoax themselves. This proves once again their claims of changing and doing things the right way is just another lie in their long list of lies and deceptions over the years. No, they did not stop purposely making hoaxes 5 years ago. They keep doing this and lying, and people they pay like Rich from Gufon continue to make excuses for their fraud. Rich just keeps lying so he can be free to keep taking money from these clowns and getting subscribers from them. He's making money supporting this level of fakery, fraud, and bullshit. He is lying to his audience and everyone else. First he said they've never been caught faking or hoaxing anything. Then he said they stopped faking and hoaxing things 5 years ago. Most recently now he says they stopped faking and hoaxing things 3 years ago. In this film, we will prove that is also a lie. Third phase of Moon's fake narrative. That they have changed and are doing things the right way now falls apart under the least bit of scrutiny. Let's watch as Heathcliff from Astral Citizens, who is a real investigator, investigates some of their so-called UFO videos from 2022.
The latest in a series of UFO videos from the YouTube channel Third Phase of Moon has been circulating the internet and is causing quite a stir. But what's really going on? Are the videos just a series of fake videos? Or could these be real? We're here to debunk the 3 most recent videos of third phase of Moon so you can make up your own minds.
This is Astral Citizens, brought to you by Heathcliff Spencer Peters.
What NASA doesn't want you to see. Nowadays, the internet is plagued with fake videos and information. Aliens, UFOs, and even celebrities are particularly popular for fakers. But YouTube channel Third Phase of Moon is making waves. You are going to find out what's really going on in this video by Third Phase of Moon called What NASA Doesn't Want You to See. In this video, Third Phase of Moon takes advantage of UFO believers' distrust of NASA and uses that to talk about strange objects in a livestream video from the International Space Station. In the context of Third Phase of Moon's video, they play a clip of a person recording a monitor that plays the ISS live feed, which shows a view down to Earth. According to them, you can see a strange blue object, and suddenly, the blue object disappears. After some research, I stumbled upon the exact same video of the International Space Station on a stock footage website, a website where you can buy video. And from there I was able to find the actual live stream. In it, you can see that the blue stripe corresponds to the sunlight. It's not a UFO, but a byproduct of light. Conclusion. My conclusion is that Third Phase of Moon deliberately does not mention their source, because the last thing you want is to inform your followers with facts, so why bother? And if you cut out a piece from the footage and show only the moment when you can see what's happening, you know that this is about light reflection. The title misleads their followers and suggests that NASA is hiding something, but in fact, I have more faith in NASA than hoaxes like Third Phase of Moon or their supporters. Dripping with skepticism, UFO conspiracies and people performing pseudoscience. The latest UFO video hasn't exactly produced any kind of positive feeling. It's another strange object of the same ISS livestream video, and they see more objects. I'm wondering, are Third Phase of Moon and their UFO investigators from Mars? No is the answer, because nothingness on Mars has even more intelligence. And they are acting again. They talk about white spots, weird objects, etc., etc. Exactly the same issue as in the previous video I demonstrated. Let's watch the full video without a cut. Conclusion. The video was a collage of a cut and dramatized footage. They didn't share their source with the viewers, and they intentionally didn't show the full video. Their story was a terrible and a completely not representative of what actually happened.
We've never seen it. We're going to be sharing evidence. You can almost see wingspans or corners of this craft. This thing almost looks like it's connected.
Massive craft shocks major city. The video presents a cluster of lights in Hawaii. Their narrative, you can almost see wingspans of corners of this craft. and that this is the very first time they ever seen it. And now I've caught them on another big lie. I will tell you in a moment. I failed to find a recent event about this. No reports, nothing. In reality, we can see that there was a news story about this event that happened 2 years ago on October. And well, who do we have there? On a YouTube channel, you see Third Phase of Moon, published on October 25th, 2020. In the comment section, they write, "May I share your video on my channel Third Phase of Moon? We will be sure to credit you and your original link." Conclusion. We're looking at a rocket boost. John O. Meara, chief scientist at the W.M. Keck Observatory, says that these bright lights are from an old rocket booster that launched a communication satellite into space in China in 2008. Immediate. Here's the thing. We get it. You're a UFO believer and you've seen the videos from the Third Phase of Moon. But here's the thing. These are hoaxes. They are not real.
It's a great con. $500 a video to put up a fake UFO and pretend that it's a UFO. That's great. $500. We're lucky to make that in a month here from YouTube. Not that I'm complaining. We take our pennies and we roll on with our lives, right? Luckily for me, I don't need to fake shit to make money. And I don't need to lick the assholes of people like Third Phase that fake shit to make money, right? And what kind of a person sucks up to Third Phase of Moon knowing that they do these things? What kind of a person makes excuses for them doing that? A shitty person. That's who does that. We don't need to do that here.
The Out There channel is saying that I called him a pedophile. He's saying that all all I do is bully people. He's sending these messages. He's sending my show to Brandon. Brandon, look at Rich. Look how he attacks you. He called me a pedophile, which I never did, by the way. I would never call somebody who's mentally challenged a pedophile. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do a gosh darn thing wrong. Not a thing. But that ain't cool. You can't compare Brandon Fugel to a pedophile? Yes, I can. 100% and did and will. Somehow I see those two mixing up and just, I don't know. Call it what you want. But that falls very close to a PEDO shit. Just file that under PEDO in the file. You know what I'm saying? I watch this guy and I get the creeps. Just the creeps. Now the Out There channel says I called him a pedophile. And he says, you have a link? Yeah, I never said that. I don't stoop that low. That's the whole thing. I don't stoop that low. I don't do that. It's bad. It's wrong. I'm not attacking them. I'm just commenting about the comments. I don't say you're a freaking idiot. I would never call anybody a pedo. It's just not my style. Because you could be friends, Stephen, with a pedophile. You know? What does that make you? A pedophile? Maybe it does. I don't make fun of people who have disabilities or health issues. That's awful. I wouldn't do that.
Rich knew Stephen Cambian had a physical disability. Stephen has a paralyzed eye. Rich was well aware that Stephen suffered from vision problems and partial blindness due to this disability. After Stephen began showing evidence Third Phase of Moon were faking videos for profit, Rich made a public video claiming Stephen had pedophile friends and that might make him a pedophile. Next he made this video public, then deleted it after the backlash he received for mocking Stephen's disability. It is important to notice that in this video, Rich continues to claim Stephen Cambian has no evidence and is lying about third phase of Moon. He continues his claims that Stephen doesn't have any evidence that they ever hoaxed or faked anything. In this video, he labels Stephen a con, meaning con artist. He has also called Stephen a hoaxer with absolutely no evidence of that. Rich keeps making claims with no evidence. Everything that Paul from the Out There channel or Stephen from Truthseekers ever said about third phase of Moon or Rich is backed up by hard facts, very thorough research, scientific analysis, and evidence. At least twice now, Rich has called two separate people who proved third phase of Moon fake things pedophiles. He did so without any evidence of that whatsoever. When he did that to Stephen, Richard was well aware Stephen had a wife and children and volunteers for children's charities.
I've been busting my hump, trying to catch Gufon, and I just can't do it. So I'm gonna try to rip him to shreds any way I can. And the best thing to do is lie, 'cause I don't got no proof. I gotta make shit up to make this guy look bad. It's amazing. Call me if you need anything debunked. I'm the best at making shit up. That's what I do. I gotta tell you, there's nothing more challenging than trying to debunk somebody when you don't have the evidence. So you gotta lie! That's what I'm doing! I have to lie. I got no choice. I can barely see, you know, 'cause I got one bad ball. But hey, I'm not gonna say anything, you know, disparaging about Rich. You know, I gotta lie for an hour straight. I've got a lot of things I want to say, but I can't really say them all in this video. Just know this, that I'm doing the best I can with the lies I got. That's all I can do. I'm better than him, because I lie. I'm Kylo Cambian, damn it! I've got one good ball! Give me a break, somebody! Anybody! I'm Kylo Cambian of Truthseekers. Oh. I think I need to change the name of my show to Lying Seekers. Yeah! Check out my new channel coming out soon. The Lion Seeker. I'm Kylo Cambian. I've got one good ball!
So let's have a look at this LA event, and it goes back 4 days, and you can see they've made 3 videos about the same UFO sighted, which took me about 2 seconds to recognize it as a classic rocket launch. You got the contrail, that's a cone shape vapor coming from it. And I didn't even know where the location was when I first saw it, and I knew it was a rocket launch of some sort. And if you listen to them on these, it's all, oh, what could it be? Oh, is it a UFO? Is it multiple UFOs? And they're misleading people. We're live, we're number one, all this sort of carry on. And thanks for tuning in. And if you look at how many views they got on it, they've almost got 1 million views on that rocket launch video, which is SpaceX, of course. And it was well documented. All they had to do is get on Google and verify whether there was any rocket launches that night. Even the guy that owns SpaceX made a laughable tweet about it, saying it's a Russian nuclear UFO rocket exploding or something like that. So even on that video, they clearly haven't changed their ways and still misleading people, and they're trying to get as many views as possible. And also they put out 3 videos because they knew it was trending in the news, and they were hoping to get lots of views on it. Also, for people that have been researching UFOs for 10 years, should know straight away what a rocket launch would look like. Also, their 3rd video there doesn't say identified SpaceX rocket launch. No, they still got a clickbait title there, and only mention it in the description that it's been identified. So again, not honest people, and they're following the same tactics as some other big UFO channels that I have covered.
They're hoaxers again!
So let's look at their latest video, which is what's happened over Russia, which is clearly just another rocket launch or a missile test. And if you have a look at the user comments, they explain just that. That it was reported to have more rocket launches going on. So even the users have more brains than what they do to analyze before they put up something. So they're just trying to get the news out there before anyone else does, but not actually do any analysis on it, and they don't update their titles, and they use clickbait titles and thumbs, of course. And you gotta laugh at this one. Why are these two guys mixing apples and oranges lately? Documented and verified rocket launches. This channel used to be about the unexplained. Seeing Secure Team 10 were copying this channel as well, because they did a story on this next one of the scientist, and CNN sort of laughing along, and Neil saying UFO just means that it is unidentified, doesn't mean it has to be alien. Of course, they're talking about the F-18 Pentagon video releases, and reading the user comments, they were buying into the conspiracy theory that the media are trying to cover up UFOs and aliens. And also, obviously, some of them watched Secure Team 10 as well, because they were saying the same things on his video, that he's a government shill or disinformation agent. So they're trying to buy into the conspiracy theory side of thing on YouTube. They know that if you have conspiracies, that you get a lot of people joining and subbing to you, just because you're talking about conspiracies and anti-government and anti-this and anti-that. And of course, no facts to back up the claims. Just more fake news and scaremongering going on. So on to the next video of theirs. Something huge has parked in front of the ISS space station. Now these ones always turn out to be lens flare. Because they're zoomed in here on the first one, you can't see what it's reflecting off, but it's generally reflecting off the robot arm in many of the other videos that also claim to be UFO. Also, they claim the feed gets cut as soon as it shows up, but the cameras are in cycling mode and automatically cut and then switch to another camera and they rotate around. Also, Secure Team 10 puts up these lens flare space station ones as well, but any good UFO researcher should know the basics about lens flare. Now these ones are often easily debunked by filming the same camera over a longer period and seeing it repeats over and over again. So that light normally will keep on growing and show and then disappear as the sun sets. And it will always be in the same place and same shape as long as they don't move the robotic arm. Here are some examples coming up that I'll show you. But as you can see, it feeds into the followers' mentality, saying that NASA's telling lies and covering up stuff, and it's all explainable. How many UFOs would slowly approach a space station and then slowly disappear again? Often they would zoom off at right angles and disappear or blink out. They wouldn't simply just hang around. Someone says NASA, never a straight answer. So where does that come from? Obviously the Secure Team 10 followers, because that's his quote. So if we zoom in on that lens flare, which they're calling a UFO, you can see it has dark and various bright segments, and it's identical to this other one here, which is also a reflection of the robot arm knuckle, and where you're seeing the joints is the dark bands, and also the metal bits are reflecting brighter sun back at the glass of the lens of the camera, so you're getting that ghost image. And if he didn't notice in the zoom up image, the UFO also had changed shapes. That's because more light was reflecting more of the part of the knuckle further on. And if you look at their two images side by side, it went from an oval type looking disc reflection to this strange looking 5-piece UFO. And here's the total debunk for it. Going back earlier in the year, the UFO's in the exact same place and same camera view, and you can see the same objects in the right side there of various parts of the space station. And also here's another snap from another time, also showing the same UFO. So yeah, it just keeps repeating over and over again in a sequence. Also, you can notice the round black hole on the UFO matches the round black hole again on the robot arm knuckle.
They're hoaxers again!
Kind of anti-gravity technology that we're witnessing, some kind of component part to DARPA, maybe? Yeah, we're ruling out that this is actually being hovered in midair, that we know this is not an anti-gravity subject because we do see a tether.
So that's their next video. I included a small clip of what they were saying, which is hilarious. Helicopter is transporting a UFO disc, and if they bothered asking people in South Africa, they would know it was a well-documented event in the newspaper of a helicopter flying a magnet device for survey underground. And some person's made a comment here. I guess everything that's round is going to be a UFO on your channel.
They're hoaxers again!
So on to the next video of theirs, and it's a holographic UFO this time. More fake news, fabrication, fantasy. Clearly it's a steam from a volcano, or smoke from a volcano, or forest fire. As you can see, the smoke disperses and it leaves this bright triangle bit, which they're claiming is a TR3B. And if you look at the various other photos that come along, you can see it's got a orange filter over the camera, making everything orange, and you can see the sun's reflecting off this smoke cloud, causing it to light up. So it's just a natural occurrence there. There's nothing alien about it. And the question is, did they take the photographs themselves and pretend to be someone submitting it? We don't really know. But a clear case of making up UFO stories just to feed the public.
They're hoaxers again!
On to the next one, which is a UFO following a plane. We get a few of these through the years. It always tends to be a reflection of the interior window of an internal light source. And as you can see, the guy zooms back out and it's just a little pin of light on the window. And he turns around and you can see what looks to be like a LCD monitor with side lights and front lights, and that little change in white to blinking red to some blue in it is just a LED on the side of that LCD monitor. That's all it is, and he's just zoomed in with his camera at maximum magnification, and it looks like a whispery type cloud that's flickering colours, and they're calling it a UFO.
They're hoaxers again!
They said sometimes Photoshop and CGI videos make it through on their channel, but here's a clear case. 3 months ago they're still uploading CGI fakes. This one could be Photoshop or CGI, I'm not too sure, but yeah, it's clearly not a UFO.
They're hoaxers again!
On to the next video. This one's just hilarious. Greenland UFO megastructure. If you clearly look at it, you can see that the ice flow or sheet is flowing down the mountainside there and forming a curved cliff face on it, which is clearly part of the ice structure and not an actual building as such. And if you read the comments here, they're just absolutely hilarious, and I'll read those out. these ones had me on the floor crying with laughter. So, Mr. King says, it's called the Elephant's Foot Glacier. And Blake replies back, I'm sure that's what they want you to believe. And then someone replies to Third Phase, I'm sure you are a dickhead. And then someone agrees with them, not to put your videos down, Third Phase, but by absolute far the worst channel on the net that covers the topic of unidentified phenomenon. As I keep saying to people, question everything you see and hear, as people will try to con you for views and ad clicks to get money from their videos they create. And the simple way to check out a channel is always to simply Google them with certain keywords like hoax or fraud or fraudsters, court lion and other keywords, and see what you find out about the particular YouTube channel. In fact, you can apply that to anything on the web that you read, even mainstream media. See what other people have to say. And as you can see here, there are a few listings talking about them being hoaxes and creating CGI and acting and scripting stuff. Disclose.tv. For almost 7 years now, the credibility of everyone in the UFO community has been on a steady decline. In a field that was topped by actual scientists, physicists, investigator journalists and die-hard UFO researchers, has been replaced by YouTube hoaxers and people with major mental problems. One channels like Third Face and Secure Team 10. And this other article found on the search, located on the beautiful Hamakua coast of the Big Island lives the infamous video makers named Blake and Brent Cousins, more commonly known as Third Phase of the Moon. This company has been faking UFO videos for over 10 years, contributing to some mountain discrepancies within the UFO communities rather than helping find the solutions.
They said they weren't going to do it anymore, and as far as I know, the last 3 years, they haven't, on purpose, never been caught lying about a hoax or anything that I know of. So where did they go wrong so far? We all know what Third Phase of Moon does.
They're hoaxers, fakers, liars, grifters. They're hoaxers again. Here they are perpetrating the hoax.
One of the arguments is, why don't they do any extensive research? Well, a lot of these things are impossible to get answers right away.
Wrong. In many videos they post and profit from. One quick Google search clearly proves it is not a UFO or anything mysterious.
They did their shit in the past, and they keep going back 12, 13 years as if it's brand new.
Wrong. Most of the hoaxed videos shown in this film are all from the past 5 years. Many of them filmed and faked by Third Phase of Moon themselves.
So just because Third Phase of Moon does it, it's a problem. Everybody does it. Everybody posts videos up when they get them without doing the full research. Everybody. This is ufology. Anything goes. Except hoaxes. Third Phase of Moon has changed. But if you go back the last 5 years, there's nothing you can find, because I've looked, that will make you say that is CGI, that is a hoax. Now, Third Phase, from what I know, they never hoaxed anything. They accepted things, but they didn't purposely go out and hoax anything. Believe it or not, that's up to you. they never hoaxed anything. They didn't purposely go out and hoax anything. Believe it or not, that's up to you. But if you go back the last 5 years,
and as far as I know, the last 3 years, they haven't on purpose.
This is very important to take notice of. Did you notice earlier when Rich said they haven't hoaxed anything in the past 3 years? That's him moving the goalpost. First, Rich lied to his audience and said third phase of Moon never hoaxed anything. When people started seeing the overwhelming evidence, he moved the goalpost. He then says they haven't hoaxed anything in 5 years. People started sharing damaging evidence they had hoaxed and fake things in the past 5 years. So Rich moved the goalpost again. Now he says they have not hoaxed anything in 3 years. This new goalpost is also another lie from him. Many of the hoaxed videos in this film are within the past 3 years. You may also notice he has begun saying they have not hoaxed anything on purpose. He is lying to his audience and everyone else yet again. The evidence in this film is overwhelming that third phase of Moon has purposefully faked videos within the past 3 years.
Gotcha, bitch!
there's nothing you can find, because I've looked, that will make you say that is CGI, that is a hoax. Now, third phase, from what I know, they never hoaxed anything. They accepted things, but they didn't purposely go out and hoax anything. Believe it or not, that's up to you. But there's no proof of it, so I'm going to go by what they told me, and I'm going to go by what I've seen, and I don't care what anybody says. The last 4.5, 5 years, clean. Or else I wouldn't be on the team.
In 2015 and 2016, third phase of Moon apparently created, filmed, and uploaded many fake hoaxes and easily proven fake videos. Rich previously claimed that in 2017 they stopped hoaxing and faking things. A detailed and thorough analysis of all available data and evidence clearly shows that they continued to film, create and upload hoaxes they themselves created. The evidence is clear. They themselves created and uploaded easily proven fake hoaxed videos on their channel in 2017. Rich is lying. Moved the goalpost yet again. Now he says they haven't faked or hoaxed anything within the past 3 years. In this film, we detail very recent videos they faked or hoaxed. This film details fakes and hoaxes they created within the past 5 years. And yes, within the past 3 years too. Rich seems to think if third phase didn't create or film the video themselves, it does not count as a hoax. This is absolutely false. This is the definition of a hoax. 1. To trick into believing or accepting as genuine something false and often preposterous. 2. An act intended to trick or dupe. 3. Something accepted or established by fraud or fabrication. When third phase started, they faked videos and created fake videos on purpose. What they have done more recently is still a hoax by the textbook and dictionary definition of the word hoax. You don't get extra credit for still profiting from hoaxes by using different methods. They continue to make money from videos they knew were fake. In some cases, they intentionally forgot to mention they knew the videos were known objects like Chinese lanterns, space debris, or other known ordinary things. In some cases, the evidence clearly establishes that they knew the objects in those videos were not UFOs. They lied and pretended they were UFOs for profit. That is a hoax. Rich from Gufon is defending and making excuses for what is clearly fraud.
These guys are talented. They have the best videos in ufology. So, is it possible they hoaxed something? Yeah, it's possible. Is there proof of it? Fuck no. I looked. Believe me. There's no evidence of it. I don't care what anybody says. You don't have proof that third phase of moon ever hoaxed anything. But the last 5 years, and 5 years is a long time. Anybody who's in ufology that started in 2016, let's just throw out when TTSA was formed. If anybody goes back to then and started ufology, people like, oh, I'll even throw it out there, the Twitter UFO group, the whatever they are, the losers. What are they called? I hate them so much. They are so far out of it. It's amazing to me. They are mean, they are corrupt, and they even say, without knowing the history, that just by hearing what other people say, that they say, oh, third phase, they're hoaxing, they're hoaxers, everything they have is CGI. I mean, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. But anyway, I don't expect people in the last 5 years to say that they can find anything that third phase of moon hoaxed or faked or accepted as CGI. That's the thing. People, there's nothing on there. It's either been removed because it shouldn't have been on there in the first place, but they removed
They're hoaxers again!
Now we will show you a fake UFO video that third phase of moon intentionally filmed, clearly lied about and purposefully hoaxed in November of 2019. Hey Rich, remember when you said they haven't hoaxed anything on purpose? Remember when you said they haven't hoaxed anything in the past 5 years? Or 3 years, right? Here is clear and overwhelming evidence they intentionally made a fake UFO video in November 2019. Rich, you said they didn't fake or hoax anything on purpose. Multiple sources including local officials and media reports confirm a search helicopter in the exact area the Cousins brothers claim to have filmed this so-called UFO. That was shortly before they released this fake UFO video. Forensic audio analysis on audio from the video confirmed the sound of a helicopter heard in the background audio of the video, which they tried to hide. They used a special camera to overexpose the lighted-up helicopter and pretended it was a UFO for profit.
I don't know what I'm gonna do! This is crazy! They're hoaxers again!
We've got third phase putting out rubbish. Renee loves them though. I suppose if you like looking at CGI stuff and staged events with their new camera, they're the channel for you. Although I call them like the comedy channel. I don't think anyone watches them takes their stuff seriously, surely. Well, Renee does, maybe there's a handful of people. But, yeah, you can see they got these thumbnails here. So, let's see, which one should we start with? I'll start with the new camera. Better see if it works. So, they've bought a colour thermal I don't think it's thermal. Color night vision camera. Remember, you talked about the new ones that come onto the market about a year ago now. The Sony chips produced some new chips for the CMOS sensors, which are a lot faster, and now they're able to do more processing on them and extra filters, and they can sort of use it on full spectrum cameras now. And now they're using them for security cameras. So they got wider spectrum. They got some ultraviolet and some in infrared ranges. So that's quite good. That'll be good for UFO hunting. But you can see the quality of what they're putting up here is not terribly that great because it's still overexposed when it comes to bright lights. Okay, we better check the volume for this playback here. Too low probably. 240. Oh, that'll do.
Alright, we're just getting back. See, we don't know exactly what it is.
No,
UFO honey, but...
Of course you do, but you're just gonna lie. How's the sound going?
We just received this, and while we're out there driving, we noticed this...
Okay, so it looks like he's taking a picture with another camera there too, but we don't get to see that. Okay, it looks like it's all working. Cool bananas. So, did they tell us what they've got here? New camera. So you can see how overexposed it is. Color night vision. You can see here, it's obviously the sea line here with some of the coast going around the outside there. So it looks like it's way near the coast, further away around the corner. But I think they put up a daytime picture. So let's display it. Speed it up so I don't laugh too much at them.
Across the Hamakua coast on the Pacific Ocean, and we're trying to make sense of exactly what was filmed. Brent and I were out on the road, and we noticed a big glowing object on the coast. We had the Cyanox camera. We just received it, and thank God we did, because this was captured around 9 o'clock at night. And what we're looking at is infrared color vision from the Cyanox technology right now, and we're going to be sharing that with you a little bit about UFO honey. But we just received this, and while we're out there...
Oh yeah, so Cyanox camera. If they put it in the tab here to promote, so they get some commissions from it. It doesn't look like it. So they ain't got an eBay or YouTube or anything. I mean, Amazon links. Store links. You can buy the t-shirts though. Cyanox camera. Color. Night vision. See if we can find it. I'm not sure that's how you spell it. Cyanox. That looks like it might be. So that playing there. So there's a demonstration of it. But you can see even there how overexposed everything is, you know, from car lights. It's not playing any sound, I don't think. So it works in daytime too, by the looks of it. Looks really good. I wonder how much it costs. They probably don't tell you. But you can see even the sparks off fire that picks up.
It's colors too. It wasn't that color, and you don't even see it blinking on the thing. Except on the ocean, it seems to pulsate.
This thing just stands still. I'm gonna be amazed because look how slow this is.
Do you hear any
sound whatsoever? Can you hear background noise here, guys? Because I can.
Oh yeah, it's hitting something. It's searching for something out there.
Search beam.
Why?
Yeah.
Look, it's holding. It's just stalled out there.
Brent was there filming, and I was there.
Talking a load of crap. Yes, we know, Blake. So you can see there, if you listen very carefully when they shut their gobs, that there was some background noise. It sounded like a mechanical noise in the background.
Pacific on the Hamako coast is amazing. Listen.
It's colors too. It wasn't that color, and you don't even see it blinking on the thing. Except on the ocean, it seems to pulsate.
This thing just stands still. I'm gonna be amazed because look how slow this is. You can see the spotlight being.
Do you hear any
sound whatsoever?
You see the light off the...
Oh yeah, it's hitting something. It's searching for something out there. Why?
Look at this.
Look, it's holding. It's just stalled out there.
Brent's gonna have an orgasm. Oh, these guys are clowns. So let's see. So it's clearly a search and rescue helicopter out there, and what I did is I tried to stick it through Audacity, and the clip of sound. So I got the sound clip here. You have to listen to it carefully. So then I cut the frequencies to listen to more of the hum noise. Sounds like a helicopter. So there was a kind of a noise you hear when you play the original. That was what I did in Audacity by putting that through the clip through enhancements, equalizer and volume amplification. So the background noises actually become foreground. But I won't go through the process of how I did that. That's just what the end result was. That was a screen snapshot of the thing. See if I can zoom in a bit more. As you see, we can see that's not going to give us any details because it's way overexposed. It looks like on the water we can't even see anything on the water. And you can see the pixels there, right? So there could be something there, something dark on the water there and there probably. It definitely looks like they've illuminated the water there from the light from the helicopter here. Several spotlights probably. But yeah, that's definitely good. And if you keep playing it, you see it takes off, and it's sort of got this angle to it, which a helicopter generally has.
Last night, and you can see it's illuminating the ocean like I've never seen anything do before. That is wild.
Look, it's holding. It's just stalled out there. Blake, do you see that?
They're just comedy, these guys, aren't they?
We're seeing flashes, pulses of light.
Sure, everybody's seen a searchlight on water before, you know. Especially if you live near lakes.
As it pulses off whatever this object is.
You can even see the flashing light of the helicopter there.
Let me tell you, we didn't see any kind of object whatsoever. No propellers,
like
no fuselage, nothing. Just a luminescent light. And as we can see...
Okay, you can see the angle of it. It looks like a tail fin, probably going this direction actually. So there you can see the search beam coming down. I don't think we can do much with it. Did a search to see what I could find, and here we go for the 15th. I think that's when the video was put up. Just reduce that. 15th of November. Obviously, is at night time, so it must be in the night time. So here we got 15th. Talking about a picker swept to sea. I suppose that's a type of boat, is it? OP high picker. What's that? I don't know what that is. It's some type of boat the Hawaiians use, is it? But anyway, rescues are searching today for a missing picker swept out to sea by high surf. There we go. From the cliffs at Hina near Hunakia. According to the witness, fire department stated the alarm was sounded at 6:36 p.m. So when did they film theirs? 4 hours later. There you go. So there you go. It matches up. So the search and rescue are out there. Helicopter and a C-130. It's wonder they didn't film that. The search, which was conducted after dark with lights, cameras, and infrared sensors, was hampered by both the lack of light and 15-foot surf. Another fisherman was found along the rocky shoreline at the bottom at a 60-foot cliff and rescued by fire personnel. He was uninjured. Showing a map. So that must be where they were filming from, is from one of these curvy bits. Where would they be filming from? Down here, maybe? Down further down the map here, on the bend, because they're on a bend and we can see the coastline going around. So maybe here somewhere, because we could see that seemed to be near some cliffs. Here we go. So that's where they're filming from. What a mess. So, would have been out here. But we could see more of a land mass out here, couldn't we, before in the dark? Maybe it was low cloud. But definitely it was in this area here. I suppose we could overlay it probably. It's one that can see anything, really. So I think it's probably good enough to bunk for those two anyway.
I don't know what I'm gonna do! This is crazy! They're hoaxers again!
Gotcha, bitch! That's how it is.
We are looking at some kind of reverse engineered military technology, in my opinion, being that it's so close to the military stations I just previously stated here. People are online saying, wow, did E.T. come home? Bethany Crank says, I can't believe it. And Natalie Elisa says, that's scary. So people are on board that right now, whatever was captured in these photographs isn't one of ours.
To me, it looks almost like a reflection of an iPhone or a smartphone sitting on someone's lap face down, where you're just getting the light, sort of coming out of the edges of the phone and reflecting off of the windshield. That's what it looks like to me. Either that or some sort of a reflection from coming inside the car. Otherwise, this would be a massive
penis! Good evening, folks. Welcome. I'm Alien Addict. Yes, Tyler did take a shot at Third Phase of Moon, and I like it. You know something? What has annoyed me the most about this is the fact that I didn't get a chance to do the debug before he did. Now, I was going to do this literally the day after it came out. Gordon Hamilton sent me the video and said, have you seen this? And he thinks it's not a phone, it's actually the ceiling light in a Land Rover. Now, I put a challenge out there. If anybody can get together and do the same effect, either with a phone or the ceiling light of a Land Rover or BMW, it could be a BMW, send it to me on Twitter and I'd love to see it. I'll put it out there if it is that, but it could be a mobile phone. One thing's for sure, it's definitely not a UFO in the sky. It is 100% a reflection, and the annoying thing about this is Third Phase of Moon know it's a reflection, but they put it out on the channel anyway. So my question is, why would you do that? You're vastly approaching 1 million subscribers, but yet you go and give them that.
I'm sure you guys are going to be impressed just as much as I am when we're looking at these photographs. Possibly military TR-3B reverse engineered technology that we're looking at.
Now, UFO of Interest has made an amazing gift of this, and you can see that it's the same angle on both images. Now, if you're moving in a car and there's a UFO in the sky, it's going to change angle no matter what. I mean, and you can see that these are totally different images. Now, Blake and Brent know this. They know for a fact. They are not stupid. They know that that is a fake. Now, they do say in the video, I think Brent says that it could be a reflection.
I'm wondering, could it be a reflection of inside the cab of his car reflecting onto his window shield? But Hill states that he saw this with his naked eye, and you would think he'd be able to basically discern if this was a reflection in his car window.
The difference between what Secure Team 10 did there and what Third Phase did is Secure Team 10 reported the story and he just put it, God, it wasn't his main video, it was just a snippet in there, which says to me that he thought, you know what guys, fuck you, have that. And he then ends it by saying that this is, in his opinion, a reflection. So, you know, I don't know, I've had beef with Secure Team 10 in the past, but you know what, if you're actually giving UFO news as being real news and debunking what is shite, then in my book, I did think naively for a little bit that Third Phase were changing the ways. But when you put this out, boys, on your channel that's got 500,000 subscribers, what does that say about your subscribers? These subscribers are going to grow up, and I don't mean that as in they're 8 years old, well they might be. I mean they're going to mature in terms of ufology. They're going to learn more. When they look at other channels, when they look at news articles, when they read books, whatever, they're going to learn, and they're going to see that this shit that you're putting out is just not worth it. So for me, when you put a video out like that, it's like it's desperate times. Let's put a video. Let's just bang this shit out. You know, it'll get views. For me, that says to me that you don't care about ufology. So I like your channel, boys. I do. I like Secure Team 10's channel. I like Third Phase's channel. I think they're entertaining, but I think if you're gonna get serious about it, and you with 500,000 subscribers, God, if I had 500,000 subscribers, I would do so much with this channel. But I feel like you're letting it all just go to waste, and you're letting the haters hate on you, and it's your own fault. There is real research to be done. There really is when it comes to this subject, but looking at somebody's Facebook picture of the reflection of the phone or ceiling light in the car or whatever it is, it's bullshit. So I think you just need to kind of rethink it and start putting some real shit out there. The documentary, I've said this before, it's a decent documentary. You did a good job on it. You could do more things like that in small little videos rather than giving us some stupid Facebook picture and saying that this is some sort of massive craft. Massive bell end, that's what I say. Get real, boys.
They're hoaxers again!
Good evening, folks. Alien Addict here. I have just watched this little video on Third Phase of Moon, and they are describing the last laugh, because I'll get myself over to Iceland and I'll take a couple of pictures of this. It's only down the road from me. Little flight. Get a few big steins down me. Yeah.
They're hoaxers again!
What's tic-tac-toe mean? Get Cambian to apologise to Rich.
Where have you been? You didn't know what happened?
No, I've told you I've been working all week non-stop.
Yep.
Oh, have you not fallen out with Cambian, have you, mate? You fall out with everybody.
It's his fault, actually.
Is it? Oh dear.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Hey, when people keep putting videos of me up and call me a hoaxer and a liar, and then tell me just because I'm supporting Third Phase of Moon that I lose all credibility, I'm not going to sit idly by and not say anything. And Cambian cried like a little bitch yesterday when I came out and I gave an example and I said something, but he thought I called him a pedo, which I didn't. I gave an example. You are, like I say, you are who your friends are. My father used to say that. You know, you are who your friends are. But not every single time it works out like that. I mean, you could be friends with people and not have the same beliefs in them, you know, politically or whatever, you know, you name it. You could be totally different and be friends. And it's rare, but it happens. And, well, in this situation, you know, Third Phase had a history, so he made a video with me talking and put music up behind it. And I gave an example. I said, so if your friends were pedos, does that make you a pedo? Oh, I guess apparently so with your logic. Because you could be friends, Stephen, with a pedophile. You know? What does that make you? A pedophile? Maybe it does. You know, and then he's like, yeah, I'm gonna sue you! You can't say that! That's libel!
Wowzers.
Can't say that! So I had to remove it out of my video because, you know, I don't want any problems just for some people like her taking it the wrong way. I don't want any problems just for some people like her taking it the wrong way. Like her. Because you could be friends, Stephen, with a pedophile. You know? What does that make you? A pedophile? Maybe it does.
Wowzers.
Can't say that! So I had to remove it out of my video because, you know, I don't want any problems just for some people like her taking it the wrong way. Like her taking it the wrong way.
That makes me sad because I like you both and you two got on like a house on fire.
So anyway, you know, so I removed it out of the video because I did my rebuttal against the things he was saying about me and Third Phase, and of course I'm going to stick up for my friends. You know, and I had in the title of the show, Stephen Cambian is a hoaxer. You know, I said if you go back, you know, within 5 years, Third Phase really hasn't done anything that you could say they hoax. So he goes back 8 years. You know, the same stupid garbage that everybody does. Oh, they did this. It said it was in the Philippines when they were in Hawaii. And I'm like, that's 8 years ago. You're not listening. So it was just this, me rebutting the video he put up with me talking and defending Third Phase and putting up disparaging comments about me. So I said, hey, look who's talking, dude. You had Richard Doty on your show. You had Anjali on your show. Who are you to talk? You're promoting hoaxers. So it got into that little battle, and then he did his show right after mine. And I'm gonna sue you. You know, I could strike your channel. Oh, fucking prick.
I'm gonna have to get you both on the same channel together.
It ain't happening. Fuck him, and I'm done with that fucking shit. I'm done. I'm not apologizing. I'm not gonna do anything else to fucking mend this relationship. It's over. Fuck him. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck everybody. I'm done. I don't want to fucking apologize for something I didn't do wrong. I'm not. I don't want to be friends with somebody who's gonna fucking stab me in the back every fucking chance they get. Every fucking end of show. I'm gonna talk to Solar Marshall and talk shit about you. Fucking cocksucker.
I have to say that's quite a good impression of his laugh.
I need to, yeah, I need to find that video now. It makes me sad. It makes me sad. I have not seen the video, but it makes me sad because of how much you two got along before. But yeah, I get it, Rich.
And he doesn't listen. He doesn't listen to anything Third Phase says or what I say. He just says what he wants to say, and he makes up shit, and he fucking lies, and I'm done with it. I just can't stand fucking lying debunkers. They're worse than hoaxers, and that's what he did. Done. End of it. You want to fucking strike my channel? Go for it. You want to fucking take me out? Fucking have fun.
This is the
fucking
most
for what? For what? I didn't do anything
swear.
wrong. Because you could be friends, Stephen, with a pedophile. You know? What does that make you? A pedophile? Maybe it does.
Right now he's swearing more than me. I like it. I want to give you a hug, Rich. I don't like to, this. I can tell this has genuinely pissed you off.
Mm-hmm.
It's not often I see.
I haven't seen you this angry. Yeah.
We spoke about this, Rich, before Rich came on the show. This is confusing with the Riches, but Rich N and Gufon, we spoke about this. We spoke about how much the field turns on each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I have not seen the video, so I cannot comment on it.
Because you could be friends, Stephen, with a pedophile. You know? What does that make you? A pedophile? Maybe it does.
But I can see that this is two friends that have they've fallen out over the field.
We were never friends.
I think you were.
Nah. No. He's another Fessler.
Jennifer saying she I have tried to watch Truthseekers, but the energy is awful. See, I like Truthseekers. I'm not. I do like him. He looks like Kylo Ren.
I mean, he's good for maybe 2 or 3 episodes, and after that, it's the same song and dance every show. I mean, you could say that about me, but at least, you know, I'm not picking on the same people every 2 days. I mean, he's just about clickbait. He's about making drama, about trying to take down the same people everybody's taken down before, Wilcock and Corey Good, and you know, and do the old what do they call that? Fucking mental gymnastics with words and everything. I mean, that's what he's trying to do with me, switching words around, making it look like I was saying shit I wasn't. It's the oldest trick in the book. Because you could be friends, Stephen, with a pedophile. You know? What does that make you? A pedophile? Maybe it does. So, I just don't have time, I don't have patience for people like that who are going to fake friend me and act like they care when they don't. When all he's doing is doing what Lou Elizondo did, gather data on me. You know, try to get shit on me, trying to get dirt. I'm going to take him down. You know, I'm going to take everybody down. This is my ufology.
There's one thing I'll say for you, Rich, and that is, if somebody fucks with you, that's it. You told me that a long time ago. If somebody pisses you off, and I saw that with Dave Scott, and obviously I'm seeing this now with you and Stephen. I didn't realize this had happened. I would have actually messaged you about this if I'd have known this had happened. But so there's no mending this.
No, I will not mend it. I'm done mending shit with people because look, I've been friends with you for a while. I've been friends with Third Phase of Moon for 3 years. We never had to mend any shit.
Not at all.
But I'm paranoid that way. I think everybody hates me. So
They do at the moment, don't they?
No,
Sorry.
only the people
Sorry.
who don't know the whole story. Like somebody in the chat room saying, "Oh, ever since he Cambian told the truth about third phase." Look, third phase told the truth about third phase. They came out and told everybody about these things, that they made mistakes and all that stuff. All my thing is, I say, go back within the last 5 years and show me something they purposely hoaxed. And he can't. And he had to go back 8 years to do it.
When it comes to like third phase of Moon, and thank you, Jennifer, again for the super chat. And Mr. Catfish, I think that was for some reason blurred out. I don't know what you said. Rich has been polite, tolerant, and tolerant of dyslexia, tolerant of Cambian for ages. Yeah, that's all I've seen. But I have not seen, Jen, I have not seen what's gone off between Rich and Cambian. I need to go watch it straight away after
A
this
couple
show.
of months ago, he put a video up of me defending third phase with music behind it. Fine, I mean, that was cute and funny and everything. And I listened to him talk about how I suck their ass and I get paid by him or them, and all the other lies and all this shit. Yeah, and they don't pay me. I mean, I do work for them, and they don't pay me. I mean, I do work for them. I don't get paid to be their cheerleader. And, I get the ad revenue from that. And they don't pay me. I get the ad revenue from that. And they don't pay me. I get the ad revenue from that.
Obviously, we've known each other, Rich, for a long time now. I've only known Cambian for quite a few months. I haven't got a bad word to say about him because
I can't figure out this guy out really.
Which guy?
It's Stephen. What's his name?
Stephen Cambian.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know. He's a bit strange, but he's got children of his own, and he's saying,
my God.
He's saying, I've got
I
children.
can't. I just fucking can't.
And then he's saying, I've got charity with children, all this bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, it's just there's been a lot of drama happen on YouTube, especially when it comes to the UFO field.
And I didn't call him that. I never called him that. Think about what you're saying before you say it.
Yeah,
I
I'm
never
saying
called
that
him that. It was an example. I
Yeah,
could have
you
used the
can't-
word hoaxer instead of pedo, which in retrospect I wish I did, but I knew I needed to trigger, and get his attention, so I knew what
Right.
word would have worked. And
Yeah,
I
but
didn't
some-
call him that. I didn't call him that. It was an
Yeah, but
example, everybody. God almighty. Jesus
the
Christ.
saying
Oh,
that-
God, ever
saying
used the
that-
P word. Oh, my God. Because you could be friends, Stephen, with a pedophile. What does that make you? A pedophile? Maybe it does. Between me and Cambian, I thought we were on the same team. So when he
saying it
started
without
talking
all the
shit,
evidence and backing up with the evidence. Where's the
What?
evidence to back that claim?
What are you talking about?
If he is or not, whatever, if that, where's the evidence to back all that claim, if he is or not?
When you don't hear what people are saying, and you just have this idea because the P word was mentioned, doesn't mean you called that person the word. It's so goddamn stupid.
Again, Rich, I've not watched. I need to see these videos because are they still
Well, I
up?
removed it out of the video, so you're not going to see it or hear it.
Oh dear.
And as I'm removing it, I'm like, I shouldn't even do this. I have no desire to do it, but I did it. So I removed it. And I thought I did the right thing, but I also said the right thing. I'm not admitting guilt at all. I'm a person who's going to stick up for myself in third phase of Moon, especially when there's lying going on. And, you know, when you give somebody, like if you tell them go back 5 years, you know, anything in the last 5 years and they can't, and they go back 8 years instead, it just shows that they're not honest. They're trying to trick the audience into thinking that this just happened, and it's 8 years ago. It was already admitted. Third phase said everything they had to say about all their mistakes, and that's not good enough, because then he says, you know, that I am being paid to promote a hoaxer, and that's just not true. So I have to say, you know, I have to defend that. So there were some things this time around on top of what I was hearing from his friends who are my friends, who are coming to me behind the scenes, who are now not my friends again, because, you know, they've been caught, I guess, you know, leaking information to me. I don't know, but they picked a side, and that's that. And that's fine. But the general feel is I was right. And I haven't had any negative. I've had people say, I'd rather you two be together than apart. You know, it's a shame and this and that. But nobody's really saying you were wrong. Nobody said I was wrong. And I wish people would, because I'd like to know if I was wrong. So at this point, only person saying I'm wrong are him and his friends. And that's that. And they're like, oh, you go after all the other hoaxers, but when it comes to third phase of Moon, you know, just because they're paying you, you know, and it's like, that's not it at all. It's not even close to it. And that's again, not doing the research you say should be done in the field. So you're doing exactly what everybody else does, you know, and don't be a hypocrite. You're putting yourself out there to look like a hypocrite. And I'm going to stand up for me and my friends, and that's that. And look, third phase did what they did in the past. They grew the channel. When they realized they were influencing people, they said, holy shit, we didn't realize the impact was this bad. They decided to turn it around 4.5, 5 years ago, whatever it was. And, you know, I was their biggest hater for years. I put all that energy into them. And for me to change and for me to accept them and see that what they're doing now is a lot better than anything that anybody else is doing.
Good evening, folks. Alien Addict here. Recently, I've been looking at third phase of Moon in depth, and I'll tell you for why. Because of the whole we're making a new image for ourselves thing. I don't buy it for 1 second. And there's a certain channel that they've mentioned a few times, and that's In Focus UFOs, and I've always had a suspicious feeling that they are in fact In Focus UFOs. I'm not saying they're Ed. Ed is an actor. I'm going to show you why now anyway, so let's have a look. So this video in question is the one I'm talking about.
Activity, guess who just called me just recently after we just went live right here at Third Phase Moon? Ed.
Good old Ed.
Came out of nowhere. Do you remember this guy? This footage that Ed has captured over the years has now told me that I'm going to have to take down his footage.
So they're going to take down, well, they've said Ed has requested that they take down his footage, obviously because the government is after him, because he's released the most extravagant, amazing footage of extraterrestrials and spacecraft, but not extraterrestrials, the spacecraft, and also government aircraft, drones. This is why they want them to take down his footage. Bullshit. What Third Phase of Moon are doing here is they are putting traffic across to their other channel, which is In Focus UFOs, which I'm probably going to do, because I will put that channel in the description below. I don't work for Third Phase of Moon, but I want you to see what I'm seeing. And I'll leave the link for this video. You're welcome, Blake and Drake, or whatever you're called. So, yeah, watch all this video and you'll see what I'm talking about. How they're doing this is they're making out that, yeah, he wants us to pull the footage because he shouldn't have put it out there. However, his channel's still open with all his footage. I watched every single one of his videos today after watching this, just because I thought, you know what, this is them. They have made this other channel, and it's one of their films, basically. They've probably directed the whole thing. They've probably got their engineers, or actually I think they probably make their own UFOs, which, hands down, boys, you know, they're nice little toys. But that's it. That's all it is. And the point I'm getting at, guys, is Third Phase of Moon are not going straight. They're not. They have no intentions to whatsoever. I'm gonna go and skip. You'll lose me. I'll go out for a second because I'm gonna go to a different section of this video. Listen to this.
Captures his experiences. Here's another one right here. What's Ed up to? Should we not share Ed's footage? I want to get your opinions. Is Ed off the Third Phase of Moon radar? Because he's telling us right now, take his footage down. Is that what we should do right now? What's your opinions, people? Brent, what's your opinion?
Brett, sorry, that was his name. Yeah. Yeah, so should they take Ed's footage down? Come on, you've got to see through this. So I know some of you give me some stick for my Security 10 stuff, and you've been requesting that I do Third Phase of Moon debunks. Now, I've not bothered before with debunking them because you can, nearly every single one of the videos is just obvious what it is, and I don't really do CGI debunks. However, I can see people's manipulation when they're talking, especially on YouTube. There's other channels that I see it with that I don't mention. But this is, for me, as Tyler would say, the smoking gun. Third Phase of Moon are 100% in focus UFOs. That is their channel. They created it. They use the footage in videos, which I will leave in the description below for you. You're welcome, Drake and Blake, Brett and Blake, Brett and Blake, Brett. I can't say it. Yeah, Brett and Blake. You're welcome, cousins. You are in focus UFOs. Simple as that.
They're hoaxers again!
If there were any hoaxes by them, I wouldn't be able to associate with them, at least business-wise.
Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? It looks like the TR-3B or some kind of triangular craft just hovering in the sky, and people on the ground have no idea what it is. And what's crazy about this, it's just not from one person. If it were from one person, I would speculate that this could be some kind of massive hoax. But when we have multiple eyewitnesses capturing this object,
Those multiple eyewitnesses is only me, of course. I would also like to underline, no one from Third Phase of Moon have contacted me. They just lie. By the way, the TR-3B is supposed to be a super secret project of the United States, a secret anti-gravity weapon. This aircraft is set to reach lunar orbit in less than 1 hour. That's some of the biggest bullshits I have ever heard. I repeat, my original video had an explanation. The only mystery is created by the Third Phase of Moon cheaters. Let's see what they created from a simple phone shot with the navigation on.
That's amazing. People were sharing their GPS locations of where this was shot, even captured in infrared. Again, multiple sources captured within the past 24 hours. Czech Republic, what the heck is going on? Look at this.
Has anyone seen the GPS coordinates? I haven't. But video thieves and mystery makers work as a team. After a while, the first expert is joined by the second with his assessment.
Damn, this is pretty good footage right here. Look at what we're looking at, this infrared nighttime vision footage, and then we have this scope, this triangular craft that's emitting lights.
Of course it is pretty good footage, but am I worthy of praise from the Third Phase of Moon channel? Look out, another brilliant idea is coming.
Could this be the new breakthrough of the massive UFO sightings that everybody's been waiting for? Well, I'm sure we're going to find out more about what this mysterious object, this triangular craft, is.
The only breakthrough is the method of creating fake mysteries that Third Phase of Moon has shown. I'm not a fan of liars and mystery makers. When I started getting requests for permission to take over the video in Spanish, I realized I needed to take an action. So I added English subtitles to my original video and reported it as stolen. The response I got was very angry reaction from fans of the lying channel.
Some people might just dismiss this as too good to be true, and I would have to say possibly, but as we're looking at it again from multiple witnesses, let's not forget about that.
Yeah, there are indeed many witnesses. I was there on Tuesday and Wednesday.
And what is the size? I'm saying the size of a house, or maybe much larger. It's hard telling, but I bet what we're going to see in the near future is a ton more of footage that's going to be dropping from the Czech Republic.
That sounds like an order, guys. But you could steal a little more from my original video, an explanation. A person who even doesn't understand a word could understand this.
Zdá se, že Gufon o mě neví. Svítí si do dálky a osvětluje dokonce sousední stromy. Když přijdu blíž, zjišťuju, že ufoni fungují na 12 voltů.
So even the author of Third Phase of Moon channel could understand, if he wanted to.
I'm just speculating here, but looking at this thing, it's one of the most clearest shots of a triangular shaped craft that I've ever seen.
Well, I did my best. We don't produce scrap in Czech Republic, so when we film UFOs, we film them properly. And how did it turn out? I reported the video. I was expecting another video accusing me of conspiring with the US government, the secret services and the secret societies. It didn't take more than a few hours.
We wanted to go over what happened last night in regards to the video that we uploaded and shared to the world in regards to what was going on in the Czech Republic. Some kind of triangular shaped craft was spotted, and we received some information from the person, the original uploader, and we're in right now some communications.
And this communication is so secret, even I don't know about that.
And right now the original uploader says he's got some information, but right now keep it on the down low. So that's why we removed it. He asked us to remove it, which is pretty cool. He gave us a heads up, so that's good. But again, we're in communication. Hopefully we could bring you the exact news of what happened in the Czech Republic.
I admit these guys have it well thought out. They know exactly that they are stealing and creating a hoax, and when I try to stop them, they create another hoax. There is nothing but money in it. These liars and fraudsters don't care about anything other than money from gullible subscribers. Let's look at it in the light of the day. This is exactly that. And let me express, the channel Third Phase of Moon does not have any permission to use this footage. So let me react.
They're hoaxers again! Third Phase of Moon hoaxed this. They never prove shit. They did their shit in the past. And they keep going back 12, 13 years. And I know as long as I've been friends with them, 3+ years, there hasn't been a hoax or any kind of that shit on purpose. And if it was, I can't be friends with hoaxers, but I'm friends with them because they're not hoaxing. They're not doing bullshit videos anymore.